The Laws of Human Nature, by Robert Greene, is a deep psychological exploration of why people behave the way they do, revealing the hidden emotional forces that shape decisions, relationships, power struggles, and success. Greene argues that most human behavior is driven not by logic or reason, but by unconscious emotions, insecurities, desires, and fears. People often believe they understand themselves and others, yet repeatedly fall into the same conflicts, mistakes, and emotional traps because they are unaware of these underlying forces. The purpose of the book is not to judge human nature, but to make it visible, so that individuals can protect themselves from manipulation, improve relationships, and gain greater self-mastery. A central theme of the book is self-awareness. Greene explains that the most dangerous person is not the openly aggressive one, but the emotionally unaware one. When people deny their darker impulses, such as envy, insecurity, resentment, or the desire for control, those impulses express themselves indirectly through passive aggression, sabotage, or self-destructive behavior. True power and emotional intelligence come from recognizing these traits within yourself first. By accepting your flaws rather than denying them, you gain control over them instead of being controlled by them. One of the most important ideas in the book is that people are emotional creatures pretending to be rational. Greene explains that emotions influence decisions first, while logic is often used afterward to justify those decisions. Understanding this allows you to communicate more effectively and avoid being confused or hurt by irrational behavior. When you stop expecting people to act purely rationally, their actions become easier to understand and predict. Greene explores narcissism as a fundamental human trait. Everyone possesses some degree of self-love, but problems arise when narcissism becomes excessive or fragile. Deep insecurity often hides behind arrogance, attention-seeking, or superiority. Greene explains that many conflicts stem from wounded egos rather than real disagreements. Learning to recognize narcissistic patterns helps you avoid emotional traps and manage difficult personalities without becoming reactive. Another major law discussed in the book is the law of role-playing. People present carefully constructed versions of themselves to the world, shaped by social expectations, fear of judgment, and desire for approval. Rarely do people show their true selves openly. Greene explains that observing patterns over time is far more reliable than believing words. Consistent behavior reveals true character, while promises and image often deceive. The book also emphasizes envy as one of the most destructive yet hidden emotions. People rarely admit envy, even to themselves. Instead, it disguises itself as criticism, moral judgment, or passive resistance. Greene explains that envy is most dangerous when it comes from those close to you, because proximity intensifies comparison. Awareness of envy helps you protect your success and avoid unnecessary conflicts. Greene introduces the concept of emotional contagion, explaining that moods and attitudes spread invisibly between people. Spending time around anxious, angry, or pessimistic individuals can gradually shape your own emotional state without you realizing it. Emotionally intelligent individuals guard their mental environment carefully and choose relationships that strengthen rather than drain them. Another powerful lesson is understanding compulsive behavior. Many people repeat destructive patterns not because they want to, but because unresolved emotional wounds drive their actions. Greene explains that childhood experiences often shape adult behavior in ways people never question. Recognizing these patterns in yourself and others creates compassion without vulnerability. The book strongly focuses on the need for validation and belonging. Humans crave acceptance, status, and recognition. When these needs are unmet, people become insecure, manipulative, or hostile. Greene explains that understanding these needs allows you to influence people ethically and reduce unnecessary resistance. Greene also discusses the difference between appearance and reality. People often mistake confidence for competence and charm for integrity. Emotional intelligence requires looking beyond surface impressions and understanding motivation. Those who fail to do this become easy targets for manipulation. Another important theme is self-control and emotional regulation. Greene explains that emotional reactions weaken judgment and invite exploitation. Powerful individuals pause before reacting, allowing reason to regain control. Emotional mastery is presented as the foundation of wisdom and leadership. The book warns against moral rigidity. People who see the world in absolutes, good versus bad, right versus wrong, often misunderstand human behavior. Greene encourages flexibility and psychological realism. Understanding does not mean approving, it means seeing clearly. Greene also highlights the importance of purpose. People without a clear sense of direction often become reactive, envious, or destructive. Purpose organizes emotional energy and provides stability. Those with purpose are less easily manipulated and more resilient to chaos. Toward the end, Greene emphasizes compassion with boundaries. Understanding human flaws allows empathy, but empathy without limits leads to exploitation. The goal is balanced awareness, seeing people clearly without losing self-respect or strength. The ultimate message of The Laws of Human Nature is that knowledge of human psychology is a form of protection and power. When you understand emotional patterns, you stop taking behavior personally, avoid manipulation, and make wiser decisions. The highest level of mastery is not controlling others, but mastering yourself. Awareness transforms confusion into clarity and chaos into understanding.